Okay, so this is going to be a walkthrough, first of all, of Roll 20. Sorry, not Roll 20, Roll, R-O-L-E, not R-O-L-L 20, um, with the templates and the character sheets that were made possible by Shroom, whose full name I have forgotten, but I will get right now. Shoomander. Shoomander has done these templates, which are freaking awesome. Okay, so first of all, character sheets. We have the simple character sheet off to one side here. You can see me moving it up and down on the view. So let's just go through it. We've got a background section, quite nice here too. If you have a look down the side, you can jump to any section of the character sheet. So I want to see what my drives are. I've got my statement, I've got my value, I've got my skills, I've got my determination points that I'm currently holding. I've also got the dice mechanic, which we'll touch in a second. We've got our focuses under each skill. So this character has long blades as a focus under battle, resolve and observe, and grace. I have my assets, which I've bothered to put the full description of the assets in from the rules because I have them in PDF form. We have our talents. So I have my 3 talents that I start the game with. Bold, bolster, and driven in this particular case, and I can store any additional notes that I want to store. In addition to that, we have a couple of really cool mechanics. So we have the ability to choose our 2 dice. So you can see that I've now had that roll thing. Now, you're probably wondering, but what about my target number? All right, so let's say that because this is my Swordmaster of Ginaz, I was going to use my battle skill. So there you go. There's my first value. And let's say, there was my first duty. I'm using duty. And I'm using battle skill. So what you can see is by clicking on those two, I've now got a target number of 14. If I purchase nothing else, I will just roll 2d20. And I can hit the roll button. And I've gotten a 2 and an 8, which means, barring the use of focuses and anything else, straight up roll, I've gotten 2 successes. So it's pretty nifty. A couple of other key things. I've turned off, obviously, mic and camera because I'm recording, but if I turn those both on in Roll 20, which is just up here, and by the way, you enable them through video settings here. It's quite nice. One of the really cool things is I can do this, which is nifty as hell. And actually the VC is excellent on roll, probably better than any of the other VTTs that I've seen to date. It's really schmick. The other things you've got your chats here. Please pay attention to this little symbol. See that? Okay, so when I hit the ping, you'll notice a couple of things. One, the ping doesn't associate with a name when it pops up, and it doesn't associate with a name in the chat. It's a safety mechanism. So like an X card, this is a way of a player indicating they're getting uncomfortable or concerned with the topic, and there needs to be a halt and a discussion, which is really nice. Obviously, I can choose who I chat to. Everything, everyone, just the dice log, or I was playing with another player, so I can send them the message as well. Now, let me just close that up. You've got all the dice up here, but you wouldn't bother with that. One cool thing is if I want to add an additional dice, so if I've paid momentum, and let's talk about paying up for momentum. So because I'm currently the GM, I can see the session sheet, which is a different sheet that was also done by Shoomander, and it holds the momentum count, and every player can use that if I share it with the table, and it also holds the threat count, and every player can update the threat. So if they purchase an additional dice using threat, like so, then I go back to my character sheet, and I can add an additional dice through the dice mechanism down here. Bang, and you can see that now. Cute thing, if it comes to things like pushing, quite nice. These 2 dice will not roll when I roll this one. Now, obviously, normally I would have to buy all my dice up front. This is just for the purposes of illustration. So now I hit the roll, and it's a complication. So I'm stuffed. I shouldn't have done that. What else? You've got the edit and the not edit. So when you're in edit mode, you can do a couple more things around changing your avatar pictures and dumping in a bit more text into some of the fields. You also, Shoomander's produced 3 sheets in the game, and at the moment I'm only using 2 of them. Sorry. So hold on, I'll go out of edit mode. That'll help. Go back. Go out of edit mode. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Now, if I go to the table for 1 second, I can see another character sheet because Matt from Effect had shared his character sheet. You can see I can see everything. It's kind of cool. Don't do that. And I can clear, by the way, all my dice totals by just hitting the clear button here and the roll button there. It's quite nice. One additional sheet that I can add, and if I click down here, I can go to add new sheet. Because I have already uploaded the templates into my template library, I can add a house sheet as well as the other 2. So that was the table sheet, which holds the momentum and threat. I can also add an Imperium sheet. You've got to give it a name, so let's just call it House Pain for the sake of conversation. Create a new sheet, and then bang. So this is House Pain. Comes with a nifty little symbol as a default. Don't worry about that. Okay, you've got your house name, you've got your home world, you've got your house type, you've got the domains that your house operates in, which is nice. You've got what roles you want to add, so character and role. So are they the War Master, for instance? You can put in the character name and the role here. You can dump in the details on your enemy houses and who they are, and you can obviously have more than one enemy as per the rules, and you can add any notes, and that just gets shared with the table so everyone can see it. Once again, noting all of this stuff down here that works really well. So look, roll, awesome. Couldn't speak more highly of it for the purposes of just playing the game. It's simple, but I'm pretty impressed. And like I said, the video conferencing is excellent. More than excellent, actually. Oh, and just to make it clear, if you want your landscape back, you can make the roll go up and down like that. It's super nifty. You can, because I'm GM, I can see the other players' views, so I can click on another player and go and have a look at their character sheet like so. Or I can go to that table, and the way I set up tables, by the way, is I go, hold on, I'll go to me first. So I can go like this, and I can set up the thing here, the little gear icon, and I can unshare with table. I can give it to a player. So if you make a pre-gen, you can give it to the players and just allow them to use it as they will. There's a couple of settings over here that are worth paying attention to. Obviously you can manage, you can do all of those sorts of things. And currently I can remove Matt, I can remove Matt. I can see the table info, and this is the invite link here, which I can give to everyone else. So because I'm paying, I can copy that link, put it in Discord, players can join. They don't need to have subscriptions, by the way. They just need to follow the link. It's quite nice. And oh yeah, and there's actually really cool, if I go here and I want to add new sheets, there's a heap of ones being built. So you've got your mothership character ones, which is quite nice. You've got Morkyborg, you've got Numenera, you've got obviously some D&D 5e ones, but ones I like, you've got Lines and Veils, and you've actually got Safety and Support Tools info sheet as well. And I thought there was Masks and, no, I think that maybe that it, Lines and Veils and Safety and Support, which is really nice. Very cool. So that's the end of the quick run through. Now what we're going to do is we're actually going to use a sheet in anger. So if I go back to me and go, nope, I can make that shrink, by the way, and I will actually cease to minimize. I can work out how to do that. Hold on. How do I? and I did it while you weren't watching, but I can unminimize and minimize just by clicking on the picture or the zone that I have drawn. Okay, so let's go with the second of these things. We'll just stop this, and then we're going to do a video on basic skills, and then we're going to do one on conflicts, and then we're going to do one on actual conflicts, as in a skirmish. So stop.